We recorded that.
No, we didn't.
Welcome to
Ash.
This is Java
Java
Talks,
Talks.
episode 2. On today's episode, we've got some really awesome stuff.
Gonna talk about some Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. This is the newest trend that has taken the world by storm. I'm sure you've already heard of it. You're probably playing it. You probably already have a Squirtle. You probably have a Rattata and a Pidgey, maybe a Zubat. You're probably out there looking for a good Graveler that can whoop some ass. But instead, you're stuck with your Zubat and Rattata.
Hunting that
And every
Mewtwo.
once in a while, you take your Squirtle out because you want your Squirtle to survive. Dude, it's complicated. Anyway,
2 days after it launched, it already had, at least on the Android Play Store, 1 million views. A million downloads, excuse me.
yes. That's just Android.
But I looked on Apple just to see how many downloads it had on there, and it doesn't freaking show it. Apple does not show the download figures, which I think is retarded.
Yeah, but regardless, it is so stupidly popular. So there's some good things, and there's some bad things about it.
Like apples.
Like apples, yes. Apples are not good. Especially when they have bites already taken out of them.
Especially if that bite is just one and it's a perfect crescent shape. Okay.
In reality, though, Pokemon Go, we're definitely happy for some things that Pokemon Go has brought. First off, I want to go and get into the good parts. To start out with, this is going to save Nintendo. Nintendo was going down.
Yeah.
And this has totally
Definitely gonna
turned
help them
around
out.
Nintendo.
For sure.
And that is incredible. Nintendo is probably my favorite video game company ever. Through thick and thin, they've done dumb things, they've done smart things.
Super Smash Brothers.
That's the thing. They have
Epic.
a few
Awesome
ridiculously good games that, like, here's the thing. If I was stuck on a deserted island and I had one video game to take, it would be a Nintendo game, I guarantee you. Like,
Nice.
what game would you go?
Like if I had to pick a Nintendo game,
Smash
without
Bros.
question, it would be Smash. But like, I mean, I try to think of other games that I would want to have while stranded on a deserted island, and I think as long as I had another person to play Smash with, I would definitely have that.
Yeah. Okay, so as long as there's the multiplayer. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking I quite possibly would choose one of the Zelda games, maybe Zelda Twilight Princess because it's so long.
I saw on Snapchat there was a girl who had ran into a group of 20 people or so, all of them complete strangers, all in the same location because of Pokemon Go. That's one of the main things that makes me want to play
That
it
is
and get
cool.
more into it because
Yeah.
seriously, like, there's all these people. It's like micro conventions like popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
I really like
That is really cool.
that it can do that. That's freaking
I saw
awesome.
a post on Reddit. This guy said that this girl that he had liked for a while, he was finally able to hang out with her because she played Pokemon Go. Yeah, he found her on Tinder. They started talking. They sort of hit it off. It didn't really go anywhere. And then next thing you know, she texts him and says that she plays Pokemon Go, and does he? And he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then they get together.
And there it is.
Yeah, and now, I mean,
Wow. They'll probably get married and like be together for the rest of their
of course,
lives.
Pokemon Go.
Pikachu!
There's lots and lots of other good things about this as well. Not only is it being super social like that, but it's also getting us active. That is probably the single most important factor of this, is it is getting our lazy American ass off of the couch and out into the world. Because, oh man, we've been stuck. It's like super glue onto our butt cheeks, right onto the seat of our pants, right onto our pants, right onto the seat of our seat.
Just like that. Yeah.
My chair's kind of wobbly. I think it might break, so I don't want to do that.
That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
There was a kid at work who was kind of jogging around, like, oh, there he is, he's over here. They banned it at work too. Like, none of the employees can play it while they're on the clock, just because. And like, what I think is funny is that they did it so soon after the game launched. They're already like, nope, that's not gonna fly. You guys can't play that while you're on the clock.
Yeah. No,
That's
they
funny.
immediately knew.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I've had it for a little while. I started with Charmander. I haven't
So
beaten
did
the
I.
gems.
Yay!
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, that means that we're going to have some interesting battles.
Very true. I have not done any kind of battling with it yet. That
No.
sounds interesting.
I don't even know how the battling works, honestly.
Neither do I.
I started it up. I walked around a little bit. I found some, or I was looking around for some Pokemon. I don't even know what Pokemon. Anyway, I was I was running around, and I was just paying attention to the phone.
Was
just
it
not really
around
paying
here?
much attention. It was actually right on the corner of the apartment complex. And I was going around a corner, not paying any attention, and then bam! I just like smacked right into this dude. I mean, it was all good. He
Was
wasn't
he
playing
playing
Pokemon Go. No.
You know how you fix that though? It's like whenever you're going around a corner, see here's the corner. There's somebody coming this way, and then you're coming this way. Instead of just like doing this, you gotta like do a corner blinker. Stick your hand out, so the first thing they see is your hand, and if they're got some momentum going on, then they might run into your hand.
Okay, so
or it gives them just enough reaction time to slow themselves down to where you guys don't. Especially,
make it.
what?
Huh?
Huh?
Go on. What were you saying? Come again? Oh man. But yeah, so make a corner. Let me try this out.
Okay. Here's the
So
corner.
you're walking over there, and I'm walking
this
over here.
way.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Does that do it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if it's. Wait.
No one would miss that. They wouldn't run into you.
Oh, they'd be like, ah! They would definitely
You'd
stop.
scare
They wouldn't
them.
be slowing down. They'd be like, ah! Ooh. But yeah, that's how you avoid those corner collisions.
That's some really good advice. I
Yes.
think that I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah,
Thank you, Taylor.
Especially in like crowded places.
Yes, indeed. Si, senor.
Mm-hmm.
Ita. No,
Ita.
si, senora.
You're calling me a woman.
I'm calling you an old woman, yes.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Old bearded woman.
I should join the circus.
Yeah. Like, I swear I'm a bearded woman. I mean, I have a low voice and a penis, but it shouldn't matter.
And next to no hair. But it's what's inside that counts.
Of course. Nothing else matters.
Ever.
Anyway, have you heard any bad news about Pokemon Go?
I remember glancing at an article that talked about people using Pokemon Go to lure people to places to rob them. I'm just like, why are you guys gonna be like that? Like, why do you have to take something that's so innocent? Like, 5-year-olds could play this game, and then they use like, how do you do that anyway? How does one person use the game to lure another person to a certain location and then steal from them?
My guess with that is like they took over a gym or something. I know they have gyms and they have like routes that you go. And
Oh yeah, because you can take over certain locations.
Yeah.
Okay. I only have 2 Pokemon. I haven't played it that much.
I only have one, and I'm really into Pokemon, so I'm behind. But anyway, that sucks.
It does.
That sounds
Why
really
y'all gotta
lame.
be that way? There's no need for that whatsoever freaking ever.
Who knows, dude?
Now I'm waiting for like for the story to happen about like a kid or like somebody like falling off a cliff or something because they were trying to chase one. It's
Yeah.
like, did you hear about the Swedish couple that fell backwards off of a cliff because they were trying to take a selfie? They were trying to take a really cool selfie, and both of them
They fell
just
off.
fell off.
I
the cliff
have
and
heard
died.
that selfies have killed
Yeah.
like more people than like sharks. You know,
What?
per year. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Like,
insane.
Yeah. Well, there's really only like 10 shark deaths per year, and there were something like 20.
It sounds
selfie
like
deaths or
it
something
sounds
that.
like it would be an impressive number.
Yeah, but-
This killed more people than sharks,
Still,
man.
that is still kind of just ridiculous. Like, people are so into taking selfies, they're willing to risk and sacrifice their lives in order to potentially get this selfie. So that they
The
can show
perfect
their friends,
picture.
and their friends can be like, "That was awesome. I'm sorry you're dead."
This was to die for.
Yeah. Oh. Someone's got some puns.
I like puns.
Puns
I
are
like
good.
puns a lot.
Puns are good. I was trying to look up some news stories. Oh, I did hear about this other crazy thing. Oh, this is ridiculous. You guys will be able to hear this a little bit in the background. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be allowed to play the video for you. But I found this on Reddit. There's a YouTuber who made this video playing Pokemon Go. He was out in the boondocks somewhere. He was apparently on some private property or something. Just listen to this.
What?
He sounds like he's laughing. They're like, I don't want to tell you that we're playing a video game.
You hear that?
What are y'all doing? What the hell are y'all
That's-
doing? Like, at first he sounds like he's laughing. It's like he's coming out there. What are y'all doing on my foot? And then he's like starts getting pissed right at the end. And pow pow. Ugh.
Yeah. So apparently these guys were literally shot at for trespassing. So take this as a warning, kids. Any kids watching this, be careful. Really, parents watching this, tell your kids they're still not allowed to go to these places, even if there's a Pokemon. It doesn't matter.
I don't care how rare it is.
It really,
You
your
can
life
catch
is,
Mewtwo another day.
Exactly. Your life is more important than this. And in fact, I really hope Nintendo takes it upon themselves to look around for this private property and make it so no Pokemon will show up on this private property.
Because people will go and hop fences. And
This kind of
do
stuff,
other
yeah,
crazy shit
yeah.
for it. This is something that I'm hoping Nintendo is prepared for. Making a geologically based game that has things people want in
Thing is-
certain locations.
I'm sure they thought about this stuff.
I mean, they had to have. How long has it been in the making? Because I didn't
Like
even know about
years.
this. Really? Okay. All right.
Like, yeah, it's been like people started talking about it like 3 or 4 years ago or something like that. People in Nintendo, and then Google made I think 3 years ago on April 1st, Google made a April Fool's joke about
Really?
Pokemon in the real world, where you use your cell phone for it. And then
I had
mean
no
that
idea.
could be where the idea came from, but I think rumor has it. I don't know, but I think rumor has it that Nintendo had already kind of been thinking about it. Some people at Nintendo had already had that in mind. And then Google did this, and then they realized, wait, the technology might actually be there, and started making it happen.
You know what that makes me think of is, like, say with this game, for example, if it's been going on or in development or on the drawing board for the past 4 years, there's 4 generations of technology that they've had to like develop through. So what happens if you've got the game all set? You're like, okay, cool, we should be able to get this out September of next year, and then boom, like something like a phone gets this, or a phone is able to do this better. They're like, well, crap, now we gotta like go back in here, change the code, make it to where we can actually take advantage of this new feature.
Yeah.
Like that would throw it
I
off.
think that they are
Or at least
not
delay it.
going to be willing to do that. They're just not going to update it for those phones. They're going to keep it bare minimum so that way all the phones can use it and
True,
not use any
true.
advanced features like that because they don't need to.
I guess that'd be
I
one
think it would end up putting a limit on their market size, and so they're not going to do that. I think they probably are paying very close attention to what phones people have though, and so if enough people do adopt a new thing, then they might introduce it, but they would probably slip it in like really in the background where you don't have to use it and it doesn't affect gameplay too strongly yet until everyone has phones with that capability.
Right.
But my guess is they're going to do it smart like that. I just hope they keep in mind the safety issue, because damn.
Yeah. Because darn. I guess that'd be one of the challenges of making an app is that if you're working on it for more than a year, then you've got to make sure that the things that you have included in the app are as standardized as far as what cell phones have and that what they can do as possible,
That's
because
very
it's going
important
to
when it
get
comes to
better and it's
building
going
apps.
to improve. So like, don't be like trying to update it before you launch it, because then it's just going to be like this up ramp thing that you'll never really catch up to.
Yeah, it's really you want to have the solid plan from beginning to end. You want to have an app written like within months max, and so that way you can
Or just
be
make
using
it fast enough just to like get it out there before the next model comes out.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
And then make up for it with app updates, I guess. After you like launch it initially.
Of course. All right, so thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Java Talks. Peace out.
Bye.